What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, make sure to subscribe with the little bell so you can see more videos like this one. Today we're going to be doing a product review. If you're new to the channel, I also do vlogs when I go wheeling, camping, as well as install videos for you guys. So today we're going to be reviewing some 1x2 LED pods by Element LED Off-Road. I haven't seen these things yet. They're still in the box. So let's go ahead, unbox them, hook them up to the battery, see what kind of pattern they throw, what kind of light they put out, and if it's going to be a good, affordable option for you guys. Let's dive in. All right, let's see what this budget light setup actually comes with now. So you guys do get a harness and relay. They're using Deutsch connectors, which is a huge plus. Mitchell over Blaze Off-Road does all my wiring, says these are the best connectors you can use. It does come pre-assembled for you, which is really nice. They're using heat shrink. The relay is all plugged in. I mean, seems pretty straightforward. Hook it up to the battery, positive, negative, run your wires, plug them into your lights, and then run the switch into the cap. Now, the only thing I will say, this is a budget light setup. I would say this is a really, really good setup right now. This switch, I'm not a huge fan of. It's just a standard cheap switch with Deutsch connectors on it, which is really nice. But it's just a little toggle switch, so you will have to drill into your dash or somewhere, or let it hang, whatever you guys want to do. I think it looks better if it's actually drilled in, put in correctly. It does have a little LED light to let you know when the lights are on or receiving power. But let's say you don't like this, and this is fine. This will do the job. Let's say you want to run your own setup. You want to run a Garmin power switch. You want to run Switch Pros. You have OEM style plugs that you want to use inside your cap. That's fine. So they actually thought of that. So they also send you your own Deutsch connectors, right? So they'll send you the male end for the Deutsch connectors. You can run this and plug this into whatever harness you want, or make your own. That way it can be a certain length, it can be a different wire, running into a different switch, running into a Garmin, a Switch Pro, whatever you guys want. So that's actually really cool that they do that. Not a lot of people do that. But let's check out the lights. The main reason we're here. So they're your standard 1x2 pod. They are a yellow spot lens. They're pretty light. I don't know why I thought they were gonna be smaller, like a Baja or a Diode, but they're a little bit larger. I think it's just the body though. They seem pretty light. Again though, they're using those nice Deutsch connectors, so you can run either your own harness if you want to, use one that comes with it. The one that comes with it is just fine, it'll work. Pretty standard. It's got adjustments up or down, and obviously you can rotate it left to right on your ditch bracket setup. But let's plug them in, see what kind of light we're getting, if the spread's even, if there's a pattern to it, or if it's just throwing it everywhere, and find out. This is a good budget light setup for you guys. Let's check it out. All right, so for today's video, I'm lucky enough to have my good buddy Sam here at my apartment working on his trucks. He's gonna help me with this. He's gonna hold the positive and the negative terminals to the battery while I flip the switch on this so we can see just what we're getting out of here. I'll shoot against the wall so you guys can see it. As you can see, it is a spot beam. They're pretty bright. I don't know how they would compare to like Morimoto, Baja, Diode, those guys, and they're 1x2s. But I mean, it'll do the job. I mean, most people don't really wheel their trucks at night. It's more so during the day and sometimes at night. And at night, you don't need a whole lot of light on the trail. If you can throw light ahead of you and you can see ahead of you on a trail, it's good. But they look pretty good. They work pretty well. I mean, I looked at them on accident and I saw stars, so they're pretty bright. I'm gonna play with them a little more, and then I'm gonna give you guys kind of my honest review. I'll be right back, I'm gonna go play. So this isn't really a fair comparison. So I'm comparing these Element Off-Road LED lights to my Morimoto 4-bangers. Both of them are a spot lens, and what we're noticing is they're a similar color, but the Morimoto lens, or light, is a lot more focused. So even though Sam is holding this light up higher than my Morimotos are on my truck, the Element LED is actually hitting the ground first and going not quite as far, whereas the Morimotos don't really even touch the ground until further out because the beam is that much more focused and actually shooting forward. Price difference, I mean, the Morimotos are $500 for a pair. If you guys don't want to spend $500 for a pair, not everybody does, these would be a good little budget option if you're okay with how they look. I don't think they look bad. I don't think they look good. It's just not my favorite 1x2. But again, we're talking budget lights here. For a budget light, it'll definitely do the trick for you guys. There you guys have it. There is my review on these Element LED off-road lights. Again, for a budget light, they're gonna do the trick for you. They are a nice focus beam. They're obviously not gonna compare to like Morimoto, Baja, Diode, those top tier brands, but you're paying 160 bucks for these with a harness. They are a little bulky. They're much larger than like a Baja 1x2 or a Diode 1x2 light. But again, if you're trying to build your truck on a budget and make it functional, so these are like, it's gonna work for you when you're wheeling at night, off-road, these will do the trick. For 160 bucks for these guys, I think the single pod lights are 120 bucks plus a harness. It's kind of hard to beat. They also make a fog light conversion kit as well that you can run for your factory bumper, or you can run these as a ditch light. If you have an aftermarket bumper, throw these in there. Run them as chase lights, however you guys want to do them. If you are going to run multiple sets of these lights, or any lights in general, I do recommend the Switch Pros kit or the Garmin Power Switch. That way everything doesn't have to be run through the firewall. It cleans up your wiring, makes your installs a lot easier. And that's the nice thing about these guys here, is they're sending you the option to run or make your own harness so that you can do that. You don't have to run theirs with the relay and the fuse and all the wires going to it. You can make your own. For what you're paying, I think it's a good light. They supposedly use Cree LEDs. I don't know how to check that, obviously. I'm not gonna rip these things apart. But again, for a budget build, these are a good light. And I'm probably gonna throw in my link tree for you guys, get a promo code so you guys can save even more money on them to make these even more budget friendly for you guys. I hope this video helped. I'm going to be doing more reviews like this, specifically on my Morimoto setup. All, I think, 16, so that's 6, 16, 18 of them. And kind of show you guys what that light output looks like, and I love them. But yeah, good budget option, Element LED Off-Road. Thanks for sending them my way. For me to check them out and review. Again, budget light, it's another good option. I've got a couple budget options for you guys in my Instagram link tree. Until next time, peace.